Okay, Kermit Weeks here, Fantasy of Flight, and you're not going to believe who I got with me. I got Gerd Muhlbauer here from MT Propeller from Europe and his beautiful wife. And basically, he flew in and he's down for NBAA, and I'm going to go show him the 108. Gerd was working for EVER Hoffman back in 1974 or something like that when I was designing the Week Special, and I imported the first ever Hoffman propeller constant speed into the United States, and it was an amazing propeller. Garrett went out on his own, started an MT Propeller, and he's making like all the propellers on the planet just about. I think he's making them for NASA for the space shuttle too. Anyway, so we're going to go look at the 108 because a long time ago you were doing a Messerschmitt 108 over there, and you knew that I had the original hand crank propeller, and it was a cool deal, so I sent it over there, let them borrow it. They copied it, they replicated it, and he overhauled the propeller for me for free.
And because of you and because of the requirement, we have all drawings, and we have made about 5 brand new ones.
Oh
So
my God, that's awesome.
Existing things.
That's awesome. So do you know of any other propeller that existed that was original?
We had a few, only about 2 of original 108s in Germany.
I'll be darned. But they had just a fixed pitch?
No. Initially it had a fixed pitch propeller.
Yeah.
But in 1932, Messerschmitt came up with that manual control thing. Eventually, what they did is electrify it. So in the 1938s, by then, they had also electric variable pitch.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it's kind of cool having the hand crank thing. So, anyway, so we're heading over to see the 108. Here we go. We're going to pass a couple of Tempest airplanes. Okay, here we go, coming up to this right now where we're working on airplanes, and I'll have to find some lights. There's a standard J1 wings, Spirit of St. Louis, which is going to be Ken's next project, PVY floats. Let me find some lights over here, if I can remember where they are. Let's just flip on a bunch of switches. Oh, that didn't make any sense. Now I got something. Yeah, so this is a 108. We'll see the fuselage first here. And we just took the Argus engine off, which I think was the one that you saw there. And this was an original German one, and it went to Chile. And yeah, it's fascinating the way the Germans did the rivet patterns, and it laps backwards because it was less drag that way, because the air creates a boundary around there or something like that.
The opposite way.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Magnesium wing tips.
Subject to corrosion.
Yeah. Some mags off the deal. I had some overhauled engines. When I bought the Fiesler Storch from Jan Mueller up in Michigan, he had some extra original engines, so I went ahead and bought, a spare engine because I knew I had this project here. And this was the prop that they were flying on it when I got the airplane from Chile. I didn't get it in Chile. It got imported into Miami, and the guy passed away, and I was in Miami, and I saw it in trade plane. I went to look at it, and I grabbed it. I don't want to tell you what I paid for this thing. It was a lugger. I got $30,000 is what I paid for it back in
those days.
Oh my God, in those days. Yeah, nobody.
300,000 today, huh?
Oh, at least. Oh my God, and if it was a new one, someone that somebody completely rebuilt, it'd be something else. So a lot of the little things, out here, oil tanks.
So when do you think it's flying again?
Well, this wing is completely redone, and we just went ahead to cover it, and every rivet in the wings have been redone, and so Paul has been the main guy working on this, and this is basically yeah, and this had been in a landing accident. And so the first wing over there had some damage to it. So Paul got that all fixed up. Rick, my sheet metal guy, would make little special pieces here and there. So Gerd, tell me a little bit about any of your experience with the 108. I mean, you're making brand new propellers for them now.
Brand new propellers for this airplane. I have it flown only once, so I have no really good knowledge about how the airplane behaves. But it's very clear that this airplane was way ahead in technology, and Eli Beinan flew all these records up to Australia and South Africa, and so it stays in 1932. So
oh my God! I didn't realize it was that. I think this one was probably built about 38.
Yeah, could be, but I think the original 109 flew
108.
108 flew first 1932.
Oh my God!
This goes all the way back, but I certainly can have a look. So right now I don't know. Only I care about propellers, and this was about when it's about 1934. The Germans, when they started making variable pitch propellers. So Hamilton was way ahead.
Variable pitch.
Variable pitch propeller. They started 1928. So in the early 30s, the Germans started doing this, and this Messerschmitt manual controlled propeller was one of the first propellers have been created in Germany. Later the VDM came in 1934 with the electric variable pitch propeller, which were used on the Messerschmitt 109, on all of them. They had only electric variable pitch props, and Junkers made only hydraulic variable pitch props.
I'll be darned.
We had only 2 propeller manufacturers in Germany, and both of them had metal propellers, aluminum propellers. VDM came because they had aluminum production. That's why they have made aluminum blades. And Junkers had initially Hamilton standard license for metal propellers, and then they created their own propellers, also aluminum blades. But when the war came closer to the end, they found out that there is a possibility to replace aluminum by wood. That's why they made these wooden blades. And this was Schwarz propeller came into the picture. Mr. Hoffman had a patent from 1928 about wood composite propellers, which have highly compressed beach veneers in the root, high strengths of steel, and spliced together with spruce, lightweight.
I see. And the ones close to the hub are like compressed and lots of glue and laminated.
You have to transfer the loads from wood to metal. And this was done those days by a conical thread. So the ferrule, a steel ferrule was screwed onto this thing, tightened, and cooled down to about -60 centigrade for shrinking. It was a shrinking process as well. And after 1955, when Mr. Hoffman started Hoffman Propeller, in 1955, they were thinking about doing it differently and invented leg screws. So this means now production was much easier because the shaft of the blade root was cylindrical, so it could easily be done by tools to finish the blade and then install the ferrule at the end of the manufacturing process. And that's what we do today.
Well, it's interesting you say how they used to use the cold temperature to shrink it. Well, I've been living in Florida for most of my life, and I'm shrinking. I don't know what the problem is.
But you don't cool down -60 centigrade.
Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you, Gerd. Now I know. So if Hoffman started thinking about doing these composite propellers with constant speed back in 28, when did he start his company, and when did you start working for him?
I started working in 1966 when I became a design engineer. In 1966 I designed the first propeller, which was a 2-blade prop with feathering for a motor glider. So, and then by the time when I left the company, 15 years later, I had about 12, 14 different propeller designed, including the own hubs. So, and in the beginning, we didn't have all hubs, so only the blades. This was, so we used Macaulay hubs and we used Horsel hubs to put this wood composite blades into these existing hubs.
I'll be darned. Well, Garrett was working for Herr Hoffman back when I was designing the Weeks special, and I thought I got to put a constant speed on it. I didn't like the Hartzell concept with the metal because of the polar moment of inertia, and I thought that's a crankshaft problem. And eventually the Pitts S2 props started leaving off the crankshaft breaking.
A number of them lost the propeller together with the shaft.
Yeah, so anyway, so I got an added advantage to using the Hoffman propeller, because even though I knew, and when the Curtis Pitts S1T was doing its test flying, I went out with the test flight with a Weeks special, and we'd fly along. We both cruised about 160 miles an hour, and I basically, you know, we'd go the throttles, and I'd go 1, 2, and on 3, we would both push our noses down at the same thing, and the S1T, because of the thinner, more efficient propeller, would slowly leave me. And then we would also go from 160 miles an hour, and I'd go 1, 2, 3, and we'd both throttle, you know, full forward, and he would slowly start pulling away from me. So he had me on those two, but where I absolutely gained on him was we'd go 160 miles an hour, I'd go 1, 2, 3, we'd both wipe off the throttle, and he would just go, whoa, take off. I had a brake. And when you fly competition aerobatics, you have to stay in the box. That turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because if you're at the upwind end of the box and you have to come down, say do a vertical roll, cap off and do a spin, you have to slow down enough to stall. And as you're slowing down, I could slow down faster, so I could spin before the other guys did, and consequently I didn't go out of the box as many times. So that was pretty cool. But Garrett was the one that I dealt with that sold me that first ever constant speed propeller that came into the United States from Hoffman. And then within a year or so, you went off on your own. Yep. And I got to tell you, this is pretty cool. We're rebuilding the Weeks special right now, and I sent the 2 propellers over to Germany, and Garrett overhauled both of them for me, no freaking charge. I mean, God, that is so freaking cool, you know, because it's part of everybody's history, you know, and I appreciate that so much.
It is, you know.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
After all these years, you know.
Oh my God, well, cool.
Don't forget what we had to get together.
Oh my God, it's awesome. Well, super. Well, yeah, so Garrett's here for NBAA, and we'll take a little peek around Fantasy of Flight, see some other things. So anyway, out for now, that's Garrett in the 108.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kermit. Appreciate your generosity to show us around.
Awesome.
Especially my wife, you know, so, but as you know, I'm an aviator my whole life, you know. I've flown, I think, maybe 150 different types of airplanes.
Oh my God, that's
awesome. So this is really something special, you know. And your collection here is something.
Well, we appreciate you keeping a lot of these old airplane propellers and stuff going, because otherwise we wouldn't have them.
We just got an order from for trimotor heritation or whatever for 3 new props. We are the only ones we can make this certified for public transport. You know,
oh my God.
So we do a lot of things here to help the historical airplanes keep on flying.
Well, we appreciate that.
Flip back into the vertical down position. Outstanding performance. As I said, this is the ultimate in aerobatic flying. I don't think that you could get any more performance out of an airplane in this without having to really jeopardize the top of the box.
Now, when you mentioned the top of the box, he uses all 3,500 vertical feet, doesn't he?
Bill, he has to start at the very bottom so that he doesn't go out to the top. Normally, years ago, everyone worried about always working the top so that you would have enough power to sustain that and stay up on the box. And he doesn't worry about staying in the top. He has to get down so he can get back up again.
You know, Art, Leo Laudenschlager, before the competition, made this comparison. He said an Indianapolis driver has to rely on 30% of his ability and 70% of his machine But when you're in aerobatics, you have to rely on 70% of your ability and only 30% of your machine. Do you agree with that?
Yes, definitely, Bill. And an interesting thing is as the performance of these aircraft get higher, that ratio kind of reverses. So actually, Weeks has got to really be on his toes here flying that, because with that power can actually get him into trouble by going outside of the invisible box. Look at the corkscrewing S. You know, Bill, this is a type of thing that the judges are looking for in this kind of competition.
Well, Kermit Weeks certainly is a showman.
Yeah, so here we are. Gert's back here, and I'm showing him the hurricane damage from Andrew to this airplane, and unfortunately it did not fare too well. So it was a sad deal. The week special's being rebuilt, and this thing got really crunched. And at some point I think I don't have time to do this. Unfortunately, somebody decided they had an airboat and wanted an engine more than they wanted to pay for one. They came in, they broke into my place, they cut the engine off, and they stole the engine. So I hope some karma gets to them at some point. And then I think you sold me the MT Propeller for this. It would have been a three-bladed. Yeah. Oh my God. And it was, I mean, you remember when I was talking about the week special, how I could pull the throttle back and I could slow down. This thing was off the chart with a three-bladed propeller. One time I came in 1,000 feet over the numbers at Miami, where I used to fly out of, okay? 1,000 feet, I wiped the throttle off, immediately started to turn, and I would hit the ground at the 270 point. The airplane slowed down so fast it could not, it didn't glide. But it did glide one time because I was up in Canada practicing for the World Championship in, I think it was 1988, Calgary, Red Deer. And anyway, so I'm up there practicing, and I would fly cross country with a starter, but I would take it off for weight purposes and performance when I got to the contest. And so what happened was I'm out there practicing at, I can't remember the place. Anyway, so we were out there practicing, and my idle was set too low. I did a tail slide, it flipped around, and the prop stopped. And I had a choice. I could either try and head back. I dove, and I'm kicking it back and forth trying to get the prop to start. I didn't start. I ran out. I'm sitting there, and I went all the way back to the airport, and I landed, and I rolled up within 50 feet of the hangar. The mechanics couldn't believe it anyway, so my angel friends take care of me over and out.